Throughout history, numerous countries have risen and fallen, leaving behind legacies, memories, and sometimes confusion about their place in the world. From empires to kingdoms, these nations may no longer exist in their original form, but their influence can still be felt in the present day. Here are 10 countries that no longer exist, each of which played a significant role in shaping the world we know today. 1. The Soviet Union, 1922 to 1991. The Soviet Union was a superpower that existed for nearly 70 years, encompassing much of Eastern Europe and Northern Asia. Following the Cold War and internal economic and political challenges, the USSR dissolved in 1991, splitting into 15 independent republics, including Russia, Ukraine, and the Baltic states. The dissolution marked the end of the Cold War era and reshaped global geopolitics. 2. Yugoslavia, 1918 to 2003. Yugoslavia, a socialist state formed after World War I, consisted of 6 republics: Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, Macedonia, and Serbia. The country went through a turbulent history marked by ethnic tensions and civil wars in the 1990s. It officially disintegrated in 2003, breaking into several independent nations, with the final remnants becoming Serbia and Montenegro before their separation in 2006. 3. East Germany, 1949 to 1990. East Germany, or the German Democratic Republic, GDR, was created after World War II when Germany was divided into 2 parts, the Communist East and the Capitalist West. East Germany existed as a Soviet-backed state until the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 and its subsequent reunification with West Germany in 1990. The reunification marked the end of a divided Germany and the broader collapse of communist rule in Eastern Europe. 4. Czechoslovakia, 1918 to 1992. Czechoslovakia was a country in Central Europe that was formed after World War I and endured many changes throughout the 20th century, including Nazi occupation during World War II and Soviet influence during the Cold War. In 1992, after the collapse of the Soviet Union, Czechoslovakia peacefully split into 2 independent countries, the Czech Republic and Slovakia. 5. The Ottoman Empire, 1299 to 1922. The Ottoman Empire was one of the longest-lasting empires in history, controlling vast territories in Europe, Asia, and Africa for over 600 years. However, after World War I and a series of defeats, the empire collapsed in the early 20th century, officially dissolving in 1922. The collapse of the Ottoman Empire led to the creation of modern-day Turkey and many new nation-states in the Middle East. 6. The Kingdom of Hawaii, 1795 to 1898. Hawaii was once a sovereign kingdom in the Pacific before its annexation by the United States in 1898. Initially an independent kingdom with a rich culture, it was gradually influenced by Western powers, particularly the US, leading to its eventual overthrow and annexation. Hawaii officially became a US state in 1959, but the story of its loss of sovereignty remains a significant chapter in American history. 7. The Republic of Texas, 1836 to 1845. The Republic of Texas was an independent nation that existed for nearly a decade after its secession from Mexico in 1836. It had its own government, military, and constitution, but in 1845, it was admitted to the United States as the 28th state. Texas remains an iconic part of U.S. history, and its brief time as an independent country has shaped its culture and identity. 8. The Kingdom of Sardinia, 1720 to 1861. The Kingdom of Sardinia was a European state that existed in various forms between the 18th and 19th centuries, initially including the island of Sardinia and later parts of mainland Italy. Sardinia played a key role in the unification of Italy, and in 1861, it became part of the newly unified Kingdom of Italy, effectively ending its existence as a separate state. 9. The Confederate States of America, 1861 to 1865. The Confederate States of America, CSA, was a collection of 11 southern U.S. states that seceded from the Union during the American Civil War. The CSA sought to form its own government, but it was defeated in 1865. The end of the Civil War led to the reintegration of the southern states into the United States, and the Confederate States ceased to exist. 10. The Kingdom of Nepal, 1768 to 2008. For centuries, Nepal was a monarchy, with the Shah dynasty ruling over the country. In 2008, after years of political instability and a decade-long civil war, Nepal abolished its monarchy and became a federal democratic republic. The end of the monarchy was a major shift for the nation, marking a new era in its history. These former countries, though no longer in existence, have left lasting impacts on the geopolitical landscape and continue to influence modern-day nations in various ways. Their stories are a reminder of the ever-changing nature of history and the ways in which borders and nations evolve.